What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Foxhound Finance, where we break down the markets, analyze key moves, and help you stay ahead of the game using technical analysis. Please understand that I am not a financial advisor, and nothing in this video is financial advice. Today, we're looking at SPY, AMC, RIVN, and Unity and the key setups that I have. But before we begin, I want to shout out and thank some of my subs who have been really showing the channel love in the comment section. So, big thank you to Rooster, Chuck, Manuel, Kai, and James. Without a doubt, you guys have shown up in the comment section on a regular basis, and it really helps the channel and myself with your feedback. And again, my goal is to get my insights to as many people as possible, putting them on, right? Making sure that they're, understanding what's going on with the market and obviously taking advantage of some of these big moves that I think are coming up. So appreciate you guys, man, once again. And also, I want to go over the news just real quick, key updates. A lot of all of this stuff happening over the last 14, 15, 16 days in this channel have been about, really painted with the tariff issues, right? The ceasefire proposal, right? The CPI data coming in. You had all this market news that was sort of like the front and center of these moves, okay? And now we have FOMC where they're going to be discussing potential rate cuts, right? And I believe that is on Tuesday, Wednesday. So that is sort of the last domino to fall. And we don't have any major stuff like that, like the FOMC. We don't have that in April. Okay, so the next FOMC after this meeting, guys, is I believe in May. So that's your news. We're going to look at the SPY first, right? This is what we got, man. Picture perfect, what I've been talking about. Not going to spend a ton of time on this because, again, I'm going to have a live stream on Saturday. I'll go more in depth if you guys are new. But we have a repeat channel happening here, like I stated like 10, 15 videos ago that I saw forming with the descending channel. 10% correction here. We got our full 10% correction. And yesterday in the video, I was telling you guys to be careful, to watch out for a spring. They pretty much, this is funny, and again, it looks to me like they did the spring in like a 4-day action, which is very strange. Usually you get a big knife down. But also, with that being said, it kind of makes a little sense. I mean, it could still happen. Like FOMC could hit and they could try to like do another candle down, right? And I told you guys the next level that I'd be watching for would be like 536. But all of the, like if you look at the RSI real quick here with this play, because this is all I really need you to see. Okay. So your RSI, guys, was so to the bottom here. It was so melted down that like I don't even know if they had any room for a real knife action for the spring, right? And I mean, they pretty much put everything to the bottom. All the RSIs across all of our plays are like bottom. Like there's really, you're hitting concrete on the RSI. Let's just say that. Okay, so this move that I saw today was exactly what I told you guys I wanted to see. I really would like to, if we could have had, even a crossover into the trend line. But at this point, guys, you went from 549 all the way up to 563, and we closed at 562, 562.81. So for me, I feel like the SPY right now, guys, looks amazing. Like we want to get back in this channel. And then once you break this channel, like you're pretty much going to consume the entire range and then start what I believe will be the final bull run / melt up of this market phase. That's just my opinion right now. That's what I see. But that looks to me like what's going to happen to finish this market off. So beautiful, beautiful reversal today. We got it, man. We're like 11, 12, 13 points over. So could they try to get us another candle down? I guess for sure. They definitely could, but that's a big move in itself right there. So I like what I'm seeing, man, on this. I think that, FOMC, maybe this is all baked in, these moves here, these candlesticks, right? This is what the market does. It's forward thinking, so it's very possible they baked all that price action in. So good on the overall broader market stuff, man. Looks amazing for the SPY. Let's check out AMC, guys. Again, we were talking about this. When I'm talking about SPY and the spring, why it's important is because whatever SPY does, it's going to impact the rest of our plays, right? All the other stocks are going to have pretty much spring-like actions. And again, if I go back, sorry guys, I wanted to show you on the SPY on the 4-hour real quick. Like you could start to see that V shape that I told you was happening. So that's what I told you I wanted to see, is this V shape recovery. And it looks like we're getting that. So back to AMC. Again, right here, this is a very interesting kind of V setup because it like really starts all the way here, right? So look at this candle. Daily, we are closing right below our local high trend line. What do I mean by that? Real quick. Again, I'm going to go more in depth, guys, with my breakdowns here on the live stream this weekend. But essentially, your last local high was 556, and this is where your channel basically was created, right? You came up, came back down, and you formed a descending channel. And so what we said was you have a trend line from the local high, which is the purple line. You have your two trend lines for your descending channels, and then you have this upward trend line from your 238 all-time low here. Okay, so we are closing right above those. I wanted to see a break today on Friday. It would have been great. It would have just been like icing on the cake going into the weekend. But look at where you're freaking positioned, guys. The convergence lines are here. And basically, you need to cross these three lines. We crossed these three lines, and I'm telling you, it's sayonara. This thing's gone. I think this thing's gone, and I think you're getting your next impulse move. And so what did I say about the impulse move, guys? Is this was your last impulse move here. You had the $12 push from 238, right? Look at your EMAs. You bursted through. Well, this was on the 4 hour. Sorry, hold on. Because we want to make it make sense on the daily. And usually I don't like to use like anything lower than the weekly or daily when it comes to looking at the broader moves and also the strength of the move, right? So looking at your EMA lines, super tight together, ready to be consumed by this next impulse move. And what I was looking at was during that 238 to a $12 push, we'll just say, you kissed the 200 EMA and then you came back down and rejected. There was not enough strength at the time as your EMAs were fanned out and separated. So what I'm seeing now is this move came down, you consolidated for like a year. This was May, right? 2024. We're pushing May almost here. This is an hour, or sorry, a whole year of consolidation. Okay, so boom, you kissed off the 200 EMA. Guess what? The freaking 200 EMA is sitting at 506, nearly $5. We're about to crack under $5 on the 200 EMA. So what do I see? The next time you burst up in your impulse move, you're going to not only consume these EMAs, the 100, but you're going to take the 200. You're taking the 200 with you. And so when you do that, I do believe that this will be the real turning point for AMC and also a lot of other plays. I think the next impulse move will be at least $20 to $23, somewhere in here. I got 22 to 23 based on the Fibonacci extension level, from the prior run-up. I measured it. And again, this move lines up with this next push. And so when you do come back down, what I'm seeing here is that you bounce off the 22. Maybe you get rejected if we don't get the big squeeze candle. I'm not ruling that out. But from a conservative standpoint, I want you guys to be ready for both A and B. Okay. And then you decide what you want to do, right, with your shares. I don't know where you're positioned, but this is what I'm seeing. Potential $22, $23 hit, which is like a 10x move, 1000% move, right? If you come back down, you're probably going to have your 200 EMA be your support line now. And that's what we want to see in these plays, right? In the turnaround phase. So again, AMC looks very good. It looks amazing, guys. We're like resting right under this entire area. Like I'm telling you right now, we could not have gotten a better setup with this, right? Barring any crazy knife move, which is still on the table. All right, until we get out of FOMC, man, I want to just see what happens with that. But this looks critical right now. I mean, this looks so good. I mean, you're resting right on it. You actually kissed the local area high trend line and then came down. So you don't have much room in here. There's got to be a decision to be made. Okay, so this looks awesome. Let's see what happens as we go into next week with that one. Let's go to RIVN. Let's check it out. Let's get the update. Here you go on the daily, guys. Again, I told you about the trend line that was forming here. Let's look at the weekly because daily, you can see the cluster of candles just holding the trend line. But if we pan out and we look at this one, you can see that everything that I said I wanted to see happen is happening. And so Wyckoff, just real quick, has, A, B, C, D, and E phase, right? And there's a very, very strong chance here that we are in, phase D going into E. And what that phase D to E looks like is your breakout and rip, right? Where you consume your channels. So this is your descending channel setup here. Let's get rid of the EMAs. Same thing we've been going over. Again, I'll go over this in the live stream, but you're inside this channel. You finally find the all-time low reversal point. I had it as selling climax, but in reality with Wyckoff, selling climax could technically be here, right? Because you had this reversal where the price action came up. So it's a very, it's a bit touchy. I'm just going to not try to confuse people. We're going to call this just a reversal / all-time low point. This is the 826 reversal point because, again, this upward trend line, you are now creating higher lows, right? And it looks like to me, the higher low for finally is this 1075 or whatever, this little wick here, 1050 even. That's your all-time low, or sorry, not your all-time low, but your third higher low. So this next price action, guys, what we're looking for is we're going to break this channel. We want to see this channel be broken. And essentially, the theory is that you would go to the very top of it, minimum. Very top of the channel minimum, okay? So when we look at the EMAs, well, where are they positioned? Okay, well, you are at $28. You're breaking your 100. So you could get that magnet move up to $38 even, right? I'm not ruling out any type of irrational swings in the price action here. We're at these critical levels. And again, if the market is on this super bullish momentum, right? If we go into next week, end of this month, and it's time for this cycle to end with this market melt up, this, guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to see some ridiculous price action. And typically in the market, right, your last phase is that euphoria, which also means irrational buying. You're going to see shitty stocks that don't make sense, right, that are up 10x, 12x, right, like in 2021. Same situation is going to happen again. You're going to see a lot of irrational like type moves, right? Things just being bought to be bought almost, if you will. So this trend is holding, again, this next bounce up, guys. There's not much here. Like, what are you talking about? Going from 1075 to like, we're going to get rejected at 15 bucks, a little $5 swing and then come down. Okay, well, if that's the case, we come back down. Look at your trading range that you have in here. Their only hope is to try to knife this thing down through the channel. And I just don't see that happening right now, given how the market responded today. So, I mean, for me, this looks incredible. This setup, like you look like you're ready to go into that melt up phase. And I already told you guys that on this channel too, you break out of this thing, right? You could even get up to the $41 mark. And if you really get enough momentum, like we're already in the process of eating up this channel. The same resistance you had going down, how quick this fell, is just as fast as this price action can reverse and climb back up these levels once you get out of this zone. So everything looks super incredible. I could not be more happy, right? Everything that I'm seeing right now, again, the RSIs are so like pretty much a wash right now, down to the bottom, that you got a lot of room to run. This is on the weekly. Look at the daily. Like we got a lot of room that we can run. So that's what I'm paying attention to for RIVN. Not much more to see here, guys. We're going to get into Unity next, the twin brother chart. Literally the same chart, guys. You can't make this shit up. Same chart right here. It looks like, honestly, I got to change this part. I thought this was our third higher low, but in reality, this is your third higher low now, right? You almost got 4 in a row. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here. You got your 1894 and now you got your 20 bucks. Literally, we called this $20 on the freaking dot. We called the 20 bucks move coming out from up here, these levels, right? A lot of people I saw on X were saying, "Oh, I'm loading up here. I'm buying this dip right here." I'm like, dude, look at this channel. I'm like, this thing, at least with my trend line, I'm like, this has got a gap here to go down. I did not see it coming out of that, this big $30 push, especially with the RSI that was overheated. It needed time to cool down before this next wave, right? So here we go. You're back in this channel. Let's go to the weekly. Let's keep it macro view real quick. We see this same channel setup, man. Literally identical setup. And these are very bullish setups. I'm telling you, like, this is one of the most bullish setups that you can have in the market with these plays. So you got your channel bouncing in and around here. You got your all-time low / reversal point, okay, at 13 bucks, and you've just been creating higher lows. Boom, 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 boom. Just like that, you have a consistent uptrend. This support line is very strong. It's holding up. We go into our EMAs. We look at the EMA at $42 for Unity right now, man. Like, this is, you don't have a lot of resistance here. Your only true resistance, guys, is the 100 and the 200. And I'm telling you, if you get a melt up, irrational melt ups, okay, Unity's not a horrible company. There's a lot of projected growth coming for Unity with AI, and literally it's like the top engine, I believe, and the gaming industry. It's going to be utilized for several different sectors, right? This is not some like bullshit company. Unity is going to make waves. I'm telling you, this looks freaking ridiculous to have your 200 EMA on a company that's trending upward, not just on the charts, but like financially, right? We broke all that stuff down, and maybe we'll go over it again, like I said, this weekend in the live stream. But this looks amazing. 200 right there. You're at $20, and your 200 EMA is at like 42 bucks. I'm telling you again, same rule applies. When you break your 200, they're going to bring you to some kind of point, right, for a reset. And again, look at this price action right here, up to 210. Look at this gap right here. You break this channel, right? You come to the top of the channel minimum, you're getting 60 bucks. Okay, you come up to the top of this channel, you're retracing the whole channel, you're getting $60, and then if you got enough push, you could be eating 109, 110 easily. Easily, I'm telling you, right? This is ridiculous. Like, look at this. You get past that 200 with enough strength, there's not a lot here to stop you. Okay, you don't have big level here, big level here, big level here to like bump your head on, right? And when they pull this bullshit in the market, right? When they have this crazy waterfall drop that you see here, they set themselves up for the worst on the upside, right? Path of least resistance. Now, there's nothing here. So these plays, guys, they look ridiculous. We got pretty much everything. I would say I give myself a 98%. Okay, not to toot my own horn here, but I'm saying about, my little bottom here was at 552. I'm off $3. You know what I mean? So I think where we were able to load up, I was able to get a lot of stock on the cheap at these levels. And again, I positioned myself for the potential move for the 536. Right? If that happens, we get the knife down, then I still have some wiggle room to play with, right? Some money that I can put in. So honestly, guys, everything looks amazing. I'm really proud of these moves right now, what we were able to map out and how it's coming to fruition. So that's it for today. I appreciate you guys stopping by, tuning in. You know, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about everything that we have going on right now in the market. And again, if you guys found any of this breakdown helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe so you never miss an update from me, guys, because it's going to get live real quick here, real soon. All right. Hopefully, I see you guys during the live stream tomorrow. I'll be breaking down, like I said, everything more in depth. Alrighty, so all these plays, the setups, maybe we'll start looking at some other plays as well. I got a crypto video that's coming that I want to show you guys as well, because I feel like that's about to break too. So I'll have that stuff and more tomorrow. All right, with that being said, stay sharp, stay ready, and be safe out there, guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you in the next one.